Right then, so my name's Lee. Excuse me. I'm going to do a video in regards to the Hammerhead Karoo 2 and the Karoo 3. Third version of the Karoo. Even though it's called a Karoo, they did have a Karoo out, but the Karoo 3 is supposedly the Karoo. So you've got two Karoos, but you can't buy the original one. But you can buy the new one, Karoo 3. Okay, anyway. That's what I'm thinking of it as. So, Karoo 2, and it goes on. There's a Karoo 2, and there's a Karoo 3. Bit fatter down the bottom here, across the front, compared to this one, which is a bit wider across the top. They basically turned upside down, it seems. So yeah, the big deal. I went for a quick cycle ride before with this, and you've got snappier buttons. The more like effective than these are. Like got a slight angle, which a lot of people don't know about, compared to these, which are like blocky and stand out, which is good. Screen is very sharp. That's like matted. Could have problems in the sunlight. I've had them myself. Another thing about this, you get a built-in little thingy, little battery cover, which is good. A charging cover, which is good. Power button down there instead of the power button being there on the original Karoo. So yeah, it's got an auto brightness sensor on it, which is a big deal for me, because I was out before, quick cycle, check it out, and it didn't move to me. The brightness didn't move. I turned the auto brightness. I pulled the brightness all the way down. It didn't move. Turned the auto brightness off, and then back on again, and it didn't move. And most of the time, if you do that on your smartphone, you turn your auto brightness on, even though you've pulled the brightness all the way down. Oh, sorry, having pull the auto brightness up, turn the auto brightness off, pull the brightness down, turn the auto brightness back on. It will adjust, but it didn't adjust. So that's a bit concerning, a bit interesting, that to me. It is snappier, it's faster. It's definitely faster. Definitely faster indeed. Right, definitely faster indeed. It's got faster reaction times. Done a quick route on the way back to the house, and it's just turn them off here, and it's the beeper is a bit louder, not much louder, but you get used to it, but it is quite loud. The screen size is exactly the same width and height. Big downside, they could have scrapped off the bezels on it, the bezels, and filled the screen, made it into an oblong block, and it would have been better for me. Having a bigger screen, you can't knock a bigger screen. Like the Wahoo built is something that, yeah, you could probably get, but the screen size for me wasn't that. 1040, bit big, pretty expensive. But I thought I'd try this. You get a 45-day trial, see what that's like. A bit of a situation on this review is that I've got the IGS 800 coming. That's got a bigger screen entirely. I've been on Karoo for a long time now, 2 years. I've got into it. I do like Hammerheads, Karoos. I like the ecosystem, so to speak. I like the fact that what you get after you ride, you get a little. It's really good the way you do it. You get a list of rides you've done. The recaps are good. The desktop thing's good. If you use a laptop, I don't. But yeah, I've got the IGS 800 coming, so I want to do a comparison between that and this. Um, the screen size might be a good one on that, but I really like Karoo's Hammerheads. The weight of this, just you can feel there is a slight weight difference. It's slightly lighter. The lanyard's different. That's like got a flat section on it, whereas this has got a round section on it. It's got a little emblem on the end of the thing there, whereas the other one hasn't. It's just basically flat. There's nothing, little emblem on it. You got a Garmin mount, which I use, or you've got the out front, which is supposedly a better design. Doesn't snap off supposedly, and you can adjust it around a bit better than you used to be able to on the old one. But on the whole, if you're happy with the Karoo, just stay with it, to be quite honest. The Karoo 2. If you want something a bit more snappier and you've got a couple of bob to spare, I say a couple, it's $4.50 and that's quite a few bob that. The shape of it's interesting to get used to when you first ride, but you look down at the screen and it is a good unit, put a smile on my face. I liked it. The buttons are very sensitive, but I think that the point of which the buttons are at on the they could be like the top buttons, for instance. These could be a bit further down, maybe, and the bottom ones, I don't know, different position really. Be good to have. I don't know about the lap situation on it, because I used to absolutely despise the lap button on this section here. You push that and it lap, and I just lap buttons. I just don't see the reason for the lap button. But programmable buttons on it would be great. I don't know why they have a lap button on the bottom left, but they do. Like if it's a lap button on the lap button, put it on the right, because more people are right-handed. I'm not, I'm left-handed. For some reason you put it on the bottom left. Just doesn't make sense to me, that lap situation. Hammerhead just give you users reprogrammable buttons. It's not difficult, I'm sure as hell it can be done. But still, there's not really that much to it, to be quite honest. But as it is, it's good. It's fine. It works. They've scrapped off the SIM from the K2. It's just Wi-Fi now. No SIM. And the SIM did come in handy if you used it. I did. The altimeter thing, I don't really know. I haven't really looked at it. I might do a test between having me phone on the bike, on the bars, and also this Karoo going and see what the height situation is from. See if there's any difference. But I know that there is a problem with them at the moment. But I don't know. I read one bit whereby he said you need your phone connected up via Bluetooth to the companion app, so it equates the height all the time. But you shouldn't need that. The climber thing on it, what pops up to give you how long the climb is, I've never really used that. I don't really like it. I just think if you're going through level hell when you're going up a hill, I don't really see the reason to know how long you go. Although saying that, if you don't know a climb, you might come in handy. But for a good distance all around where I live here, I know all the climbs and that, so the ability to turn it off is good, because I just don't see the reason for it. It just makes it extra harder for yourself, in all honesty. That's the thing at the top of my head I can think about right now, and it's generally a good unit. It could have made a better screen, give it a better, I guess more RAM really. But at the same time, considering my phone's got, I think it's 6 or 8 gig of RAM. I've got 256 memory, but it's got a good processor. Whereas this has got 4 gig of RAM and 64 gig of So it's got a 4 gig of RAM and 64 of memory. Certainly it should be alright. It's down to the chip, I guess it's the processor. It is snappy, like I've said. The K2, there was a lag. I thought before the lag is a bit like going from a steel bike to a carbon frame. There's a lag on a carbon frame, on a steel bike, sorry. On a carbon frame. There's no real lag to it. It's the snappy, and that's a different story in itself, isn't it? But yeah, on the whole, it's good. It's all right. Would I do it if I didn't have the money or didn't have the possibility to do it? Not really. I'd be thinking about it and thinking, yeah, it's better. It's a pity Hammerhead haven't thought, instead of going from Back to the Future, back to now, from back to now, present. They should have went from back to the future in regards to future proofing it. Bigger screen, bigger battery, I guess, slightly bigger unit possibly. I think that would have featured it. They wouldn't have even had to do a bigger unit really. They just could have took away the bezels and made the screen that big, and that would have, I think it would have made it quite big actually. Would have made it good, you know what I mean? Because if IGS can do it with their computer series, with their series, the 800, then I don't see why Hammerhead can't do it. But on the whole, it's not needed, and it's not a big deal really. But it's good. It's snappy. It's the screen sharp. It's not a matte screen like it used to be. The K2. The battery is better. You can tell it is better. Even just on my little short ride, you just notice things after when you've had a Karoo for a while. But generally, it's all right. It's not brilliant. I give it a 7 out of 10, pushing it, and the Karoo 2 being a 6. So that's my little small review on this, on the Hammerhead Karoo 3 or the Karoo.